Okay, so we're looking at the FTM-500 memory card after I did my 7 different profiles. If you go into the backup folder, here are my 7 profiles, and there's an index.dat file. So here's what I did. I'm going to go to number 1, and I'm going to rename this file, and I'm going to rename that to base, all uppercase, B-A-S-E, because that was my base station radios profile, or shack, but I'm just going to call it base for now. Profile number 2, I'm going to rename this, and this was my NYC profile. Base station number 3, or profile number 3, I'm going to rename that. That is my MOBILE. That is my mobile. Let me go to number 4, rename that. And number 4 is my NIFOG frequencies, NIFOG. Rename that. Let's go to profile number 5. Let me rename that. Profile 5 was off-road. Okay, profile number 6. I'm going to rename that. And that is going to be OCEANCITYMD, Ocean City, Maryland. And last but not least, my profile number 7, I'm going to rename that, and that's going to be called Everything. Okay, so all I did here was rename all the profiles to how I want them to display on my radio when I go to read from SD card. Now, the next step is you have a .dat file in here. You may need to turn your hidden files on to see this file. Now I'm going to go edit that file. When I double click this, I want to open it in Notepad. And now that Notepad is open, okay, what we're going to do is go rename, you see all these 01s, 06, 02, 03. We're going to rename these files to match the file names here. And what we're going to do is you're going to change the name all the way starting from the CLN letters. So I'm going to highlight everything from profile 1 starting with the CLNF in the index.dat file, and I'm going to rename this to BASE, just like I did on the file names. Okay, and if you remember, number 2, we call that NYC. Number 3, again all the way to the C, is mobile. Okay, and let's go to number 4, again all the way to the C, we're going to rename. Number 4 is NIFOG. Let's go to 5. 5 is off-road. 5 is off-road. Number 6 is OCEANCITYMD. And my last profile, there's a little space here, but just ignore that space. We're only going to rename this up to the C. And my last profile is Everything. Okay, and then we're going to go File and Save. And now let's put this memory card into the computer. Okay, so I just finished renaming the CLN files on the memory card in the FTM-500D/backup folder. So now when I go to read my SD card and go back up, read from SD, all,
other than the 500D, now I renamed all these profiles to everything, Ocean City, Maryland, off-road, NIFOG, my mobile config, my New York City config, and my shack config. So let's just go to my New York City config. Let's load that, and let's see what happens when the radio reboots. It should show you my New York City config file. So you can't rename files through any software. You have to do it manually. And there's my New York City profile. And let's just take a look at this and make sure it is my New York City. Yep, these are all my New York City frequencies. Same thing, if I go back up, read from SD, and let's say I load my Ocean City, Maryland frequencies, profile, when it boots up, it should say OCMD. That's what I named it. And let's get that into memory mode. And let's just take a look at this. Yeah, these are all my Ocean City, Maryland frequencies. All right, so that works out. KB2MXV.